Warning. You are about to watch a program that is setting the standard for YouTube content. We don't charge for access, we don't sell account reviews, and we don't pass the bill to you. YouTube is free, Discord is free, and that's exactly how it should be. Time to level up.
You're watching pressure, not panic, not chaos, just pressure. Because strength doesn't need to shout to be real. Becoming confident, convinced this space should crack. That numbers and noise will be enough, and the first attacks hit the wall the way they always do. But every unit they send, every strike they commit, it isn't breaking anything. It's feeding it. You can see the moment it sets in, when confidence turns into hesitation. So they push harder, more attacks, more resources, more effort stacked on top of bad math. Fires don't start here. They start on the way out. Because this wall wasn't built for highlights. It was built for endurance. Wave after wave, the result stays the same. Because defense here isn't passive, it's patient. This is what happens when pressure meets structure, when noise meets restraint, when ego meets a wall that doesn't care. Welcome to WWC Live.
What up, folks? Welcome in to the WWC. Going here on a wonderful Wednesday. Man, who doesn't like Wednesday? As soon as I say it, I look forward to it because that means my man coming in today. My man's in there. Got Mike the Sage coming in. Always a treat. Always a treat when we can share our conversations publicly because all we're doing is chatting all day anyway. But today we have a couple things. So we got Mike the Sage as usual. We got our Hero Day. We'll talk about, walk you through how the farming is going as QB18 went farmer. And gonna get zero apologies. Zero. I can tell you that. It has been absolutely a treat. So sorry, but not sorry. I feel like in honor, actually, of the fight coming up on Saturday, right? In honor of that, I'd like to take this time to apologize for absolutely nothing. For all you Conor McGregor fans out there, you'll get that. We'll talk about the new preset drops. We'll do that. And yeah, let's get to the people. I mean, enough of this. Where's my chat? Where's my chat? Let me bring that up, bro. All right. Oh man, everybody's in early. Jesus Christmas. everybody here early. Yeah. Holy shnikes. What up, Mike? Yep. All right, let's get you in a second. And shout out to 670. Welcome in, buddy. Good to have you. See, Mike, loving Wednesday. Exactly, Mike. Mike knows what I'm talking about. Tanky 96. Always good having him in. Good dude. Good dude. That Tanky over there on 96. Yeah, the crazy word. All right. I like it. Kim, EW for Kim 25. I like it. All right, yeah. I'm a big fan. Circles, what it do, brother? Have Circles in. We'll be joining Circles pretty soon. As we head to the OG mix that we'll be heading to soon. Davey 135, shout out to 135. Thank you, Dead Server 96 in the really? Dead Server? Are you? Is that a whole lot of sarcasm you have? I don't know. Anybody said dead server of 96? I think like 96 started more of the 96 drama than anybody else did, with all the stuff about Pete Dar quitting 2 weeks in the season, and the videos saying how 96 dominated 123, and I think 96 stirs their own trouble up. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think anything was wrong with 96. I don't think it's a dead server. I think it's a little out of sorts and needed to sort itself out, it seemed, based on the season, and come to terms that Too Easy won the season. But other than that, I think obviously 96, I would imagine would be wrong, but you correct me. I'm on the outside, Tanky. I'd love to hear the insight if it's not sarcasm, but I would imagine it must be. Anyway, Beck, what's up? Good to have you in, fellow 118er. Chaos, good evening, sir. Stretch, not OG Stretch, other Stretch. What up, Stretch? That bad thing. See what I mean? Tanky starting all kinds of stuff. He's talking shit. That's what I thought. I'm like, what's Tanky talking about? And see what I mean? See what I mean? You're stirring it up, Tanky. You're stirring it up. People running around. Before you know it, people making videos about how server 40 is going to be 190 million oil because you're going to start rumors, and then people make videos. Chaos, did you put on your... Absolutely, Chaos. I got some brand new spanking overalls for the occasion. You damn Skippy, sir. XO, what's up? Good evening. Good evening. My man, Shady Pun, coming in. What's up, buddy? Good to see Shady up in here. Gage, Big Hero Day. For who? But for you? Oh, I know it's a Big Hero Day for a Big Hero. I'm gonna get Mike in and then talk about this real quick. Partly he might not like it, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. Tanky still BSA one, but great sir. All right, so see, thank you. I mean, it's all good. They're 100% a great server, and that's the thing that I find weird about it. Tanky is, there's no need to put aside and be like they didn't win, right? Like, there was no dominating of 123. Like, there's none of this nonsense. Too Easy won. And Too Easy is an incredibly tough team for any server to handle. There's nothing to be ashamed regardless. They just have incredible strategy, incredible participation. They're very strong as well. You know what I mean? Like, there's no shame in losing to somebody like 123. There just isn't. Like, they're just... Too Easy is friggin' strong, man. They're really good. Yeah, it's competitive, right? That's what you try to do. I think a lot of times, Tanky, when you have those situations, as long as you embrace it and you come to terms with it, it's like you learn from it. You move forward from it and figure out, hey, where did we go wrong? Right? Because you think you're on top of the world. You think you're the strongest. You have everything. All the cards are in your corner. A lot of time when you puff your chest out and you think that way, everybody feels they're, almost invincible, right? And then you find out, oh shit, maybe I'm not. And it's a mirror check. And then you just say, all right, how can we improve and get better and prove everybody wrong that next time we're not going to make the same mistakes? And everybody kind of comes together. It's one thing or another, right? Sink or swim. All right. So you start having people, and hopefully you have the transfer opportunity to say, hey, if you don't like it, then get out. But we're going to be doing this, that, and the other thing. And you sort your shit out. But that all starts in-house. Right? It doesn't start out of house, and it doesn't start from like pushing back on a concept that you don't lose. It's kind of one of those things you just embrace and say, hey, you in or you out as far as moving forward and getting better. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it, man, especially losing to a server that big. If you lost to a server that was kind of questionable and doesn't have their shit together and you had a total collapse, all right, then there might be some serious things to talk about, changes. But when you lose to somebody like 123, man, it's very difficult to find somebody that can beat 123. Like, everybody is going to have a hard time with Too Easy. All right, so it's a good challenge though. Like, that's the fun of the game too, right? Who the hell wants to just have easy fights and easy seasons all the time? You also want to have the unknown. Can I beat this team? Can I do it? Did they dominate me last? You know what? This time, if I were you guys, honestly, I'd be like, I hope they give me them again. and then just get your shit together and prove everybody wrong. That's that's kind of the attitude you put on. Little chip on your shoulder. That's it. That's all. Davey, our server was on the brink of death. The credit of our president in my R5, he brought it back. He brought it back. Just when you think you were out, brought you back in. 100%. There's been a lot of shit talk, but Tanky will always show love. All right, I like it. I like it, Tanky. That's right. Just show respect. Show respect. You get respect back. That's how I figure it. Real Talk 96, power would prevail, but being strategic and having great participation wins over. It does. 100%, Tanky. 100%. It's everything we're about in the WWC. It's participation. We've said it for how long, right? You got those blue seats, those white seats are overlooked at every single transfer, right? Every single transfer, but they're so important. That participation, that those engineers that are grinding, getting you those spots. You can look past it, but even in the mud, when you're having these fights in the season, and for those of you that aren't like necessarily mud people yet, it's jumping in the mud and claiming these spots when you get into season 5 and season 6. Let me tell you, son, that is the season. That is the season. I'm going to give you a tip right now. If you are not in season 5 and season 6, I'm going to give you a tip. If you're afraid to get in the mud, if you're thinking, oh shit, I'm the type of person when a missile gets launched, it's over. There's nothing we can do. If that's your strategy, man, pack it in. Move to a server that's going to help you just take over your shit. Don't try to run it yourself because you're going to get run over. Season 5, Season 6 is all about getting in the mud, getting zeroed in the mud, knowing you're going to get zeroed, and your engineers clear those spots and you get back in the mud. That's what it's about. It's about participation. It's about claiming the spots early, getting in there, having everybody together. Doesn't matter what time, all different type of fight windows, strategy, actually having everybody on the same page. Where are you going to move to? Playing head games, not letting the other side know where you're going to be, going other places. Man, there's so much strategy. And season 5, even though it was like this gang up that could happen, and it wasn't, a lot of times wasn't fair, there still is a lot to be learned by how to fight, even when it wasn't fair. There's still a lot to be taken away from season 5, even if you were getting blown out. To watch, learn, figure it out, like some of that fighting stuff, because season 6 is redemption season for you. It's factions. You don't get teamed up on anymore. And it's pretty even. I mean, honestly, like, Tanky in here, we're talking about 196 and 123. Really, I mean, 96 and 123. Guys, listen, the reality is those two servers, very close. Very close. It's a good matchup. If you could have handpicked two servers to fight one another, you could have easily picked those two out of and said, these two need to fight. It was that right. It was a right thing to do. Matchups have been better. And can matchups improve? Of course they can. But I'm just saying, it was a good matchup. Season 5 and Season 6, get your mud pants on because you need to get dirty to win these seasons. All right, Mike, you ready? Come on, buddy. I need to get you in. I start talking to the people, Mike. You know how it goes. I'll be here all night talking to these people. I can't get enough. I love chatting. Hold up. Didn't get Mike in. I probably didn't get his guest thing going. All right. Who we got? We got Mike. We got him in. Mike, you there?
Yeah, helps if I'm not on mute.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I was like, hold on, is that me? Because usually it's me. I'm glad to hear it's you this time. Hold on. All right, and what I got Wisconsin still up there. Go ahead, Mike. Give me a shout.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Oh, there it is. All right, so you're good. You're in. Where's my little... Let's get you fixed up. Page. I always forget. Is it 1035?
1057.
Oh, shit. It was 1035. That in my head for some reason.
I have no idea.
Omen is...
Omen is my lines, yep.
Yeah.
And
You're 188.
7 now. 187.
Oh, really? Yeah. Slow with the growth, Mike. Slow with the growth. been a couple
You're
weeks.
telling me.
I thought you might have. I tacked it up and gave you one more because last time you were like 186, 187. You were back and forth. So I was like, maybe you ticked up, but not to be, sir.
No, actually, to tell you the truth, I just had so many side projects that I just haven't been able to play as much.
Ugh, who you talking to? Don't I know it? I live it. My life's become a side project, Mike. It's crazy. It's so much fun though. A lot of stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
So a couple things I wanted to get to. I'll let you choose which one. Pick number 1 or number 2. Which you want?
Well, the one that you said I probably won't like. So let's start with that guy.
Oh, you want to start with that one? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So in order to start with this one, I have to do something you're probably not a fan of. I have to show you this awful, terrible website that I do not promote or believe in, Mike. That last rank. But so you'll forgive me if I bring it. But I do have to show you this. So this is live rankings of all the servers in all of Last War, all the teams in all of Last War, right? UXW has climbed its way to number 3. You got to admit, it's pretty cool.
That is damn cool.
Okay. Now, you want to hear something cooler?
Absolutely.
I want to see where we are after today. Because I think we have a shot at number 1. I think we have a shot.
Let's do it.
So, just putting it out there, Mike. Putting out positive vibes. But I think UXW has a shot at the number 1 team in Last War. So, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know how this thing works, this website, whatever. I don't want to get into it. They're a bunch of bullshit, these people, by the way. That's right. Don't listen to me and where I'm getting any of that data. It's not good. We'll pretend to look just like everybody else pretends that Map Scout doesn't exist. We'll pretend they don't exist. We don't care, right? Just grabbing all this shit.
At least that's not behind a paywall.
Well, that's the only thing. 100%. And it doesn't show you the, it's not really cheating. It's just giving you
Shields,
stats.
right?
And the shields
it's
are the
standard,
problem for me. Like the shields and the troop counts and all that bullshit is so dumb. It's just a slap in the face for people, especially with people like our own, like Mewtwo, who actually hunts out there. That crazy son of a bitch. He's nuts. That Mewtwo. What did Mewtwo? He shared with us his last one. What did he have? What was it? It's something crazy, right? Again, we had like 5 million kills or 3 million. I don't even know anymore.
It was something, yeah.
They're just crazy numbers. He just shares these kill count numbers that he gets every week. It's crazy. I'd swear he's using like AI to doctor those numbers up. It's just like, I don't even know how he does it. I just don't know. Like, everybody could say whatever they want. Like, oh, he's farming kills. I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's putting up insane number. I would have you farm kills all day long. I don't know how he has the stamina. Like, I don't know how he has enough stamina in the game to get through all that. I don't know if he just sits around and has like all the enemies just try to attack him and they just die so he doesn't have to use stamina. I don't know. I gotta get him in here again. We gotta talk because I don't even know what he's doing. I don't get some of this stuff now. Now that I really start thinking about it, I don't get it. I got it all worked out. You got a lot of channels in here now, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, Bumbo and Zero have been busy.
All right, coordinates list, right? Coordinates list.
And coordinates list.
Yeah, you guys got a lot of channels now.
Yeah, we keep adding more. I don't know. It's whenever people come to us like in feedback or they message Wolfie or one of us and we discuss, we're like, oh hey, yeah, we'll throw another channel in here.
You definitely did. I mean, there's a lot going on. Coordinates list. So coordinate requests is, first of all, where you're going to go for any coordinate list you want. So first get registered with the coordinates list, folks. You come into discord.gg/coordinates list. Put an S in there, coordinates list. And get on into the server, go to coordinates list. I used them last week. I'll be using them this week. A Meteorite is a perfect one. Gives you 3 servers. You want to see who's going to be there before you go into your Meteorite. By all means, is a perfect place to go. Ask them for the servers for your Meteorite, and they'll send them all to you in game. Very easy. Also great for your Canyon Storm and for your DS opponents. So it's incredibly fun. So they can send you all of those, as all of these people are continuously asking for in here. So they send those to you in game. Oh, there, look at this. Somebody, Quan, is looking for 123. He must have heard us talking, and he's like, who is this 123 that beat 96? They must be good. Let me have 123. Look at this. Quan, I see you out there. I see you. So right on 123. Okay, so you have that. Cool thing that they do here, Google Sheets, you guys know we talk about it every time, is the Google Sheets thing. There's more links in here, Mike. What's this? What do we got? A new Google's link? What is going down? Cbrex has got one down here. What's going on here? I think we're going to surprise Mike.
Give it a click-see. I was waiting for you to bring it up.
Oh, all right. I'm going to get a virus clicking on this thing. All right, so is this just a new spreadsheet, maybe? I don't know. It looks like the same spreadsheet.
It is new to me.
What? This is?
I said, yeah, this is. I don't ever go in there because I have it bookmarked.
Yeah.
So I'm not I can't actually answer what that is for.
Okay. Yeah, looks like there's 2 links in here now. Looks like there's one that Cbrex just did yesterday morning. He shared this one.
It's the same. If you
And
look at
then
the
there's this
URL,
one.
it's the same URL. He just copied and pasted it.
Yeah, I don't know. So this one's up here.
But
anyway, so you come in here and you can click this. By the way, if you see any of this information being used in a video and not being credited to the coordinates list, please leave that in the comments. These people worked incredibly hard to put this stuff together. So please give them credit for due if you're going to use it. They open it up to the public. It's always been open to the public for anybody to see and use. Fantastic for everybody. And in here, so what do you guys get in here that's pretty cool? You click on this list. It's all in one spot. You get the VIP 18 tracking that they have. Mike takes incredible pride in this stuff. He put some cool stuff on here that nobody else has, by the way. So everybody can try to duplicate stuff all they want. But I'm going to tell you right now, there's some cool stuff in here that nobody duplicates. And you know what? Mike leaves notes on these things to tell you what the prior bases names were, so like what they stood for. All cool little information you'll see in notes about the VIP teams. Yeah, see people match that shit. That's right. It's difficult. What's this previously a Bria? What happened to a Bria? They renamed? Bria.
Yeah, go to the if you go to the beginning.
Still says a Bria.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, somebody stole his name and he added the little thing above the A.
Something like
He went.
Sometimes they just.
It did some of those name changing things, and then somebody stole it. That's what happened. Looks like it to me, anyway. I mean, he could have just did the whole capital letter thing, like I think Stickman did here. But anyway, he has all the name bases for you too in here, all the VIP 18 bases. If he has them, he has a name. Now, Mike, the ones that you don't have, they just say base name and they're empty. What is this? Are these ones that didn't get their base yet, or are these anonymous and didn't name it?
Nope. If you get a base, it will get a name anyway. It just shows that it belongs to anonymous.
Yeah.
Those just all the people who have not gotten a base yet.
Okay, so these people all, This Dairy's Birds, was that with Circles? Circles, are you on 41? Was that you that we were watching that time? I think it was, wasn't it? Isn't that Circles? I was watching him at War. I think that's with the Dairy's Birds. Of course, I think Dairy Birds left his server, and then that led Circles to lead his server, and all kinds of stuff happened after that. But I just want to make sure I had that right. I think it was him. So he doesn't have it yet. And a lot of people still without their bases here. A lot of names without bases.
But keep in mind too, like the one you're just looking at, that's number 350.
Yeah, so he's recent, right? What 3 and 3? So he says 390. 390 out of what? How many we got? 400 and something.
We are up to.
You know, I'm always going to bring the questions to you, Mike.
Oh, no, I know. It just
482.
kind of,
I see 482.
482. Yep.
Oh, look at that. See, so here's
And we're tracking 461 of them.
All right, so 482 total bases, and so this person was so 390. That means 100 people. Now, you know, it would be interesting to know, Mike, how long they've been waiting for. That would be interesting to know. I wonder how long he's been waiting, knowing that it was 110 bases ago, since him, or 100 bases ago. I wonder how long he's been waiting.
Well, there's also people who just either are not interested in the base skin, or they, or they just they don't get it in right away.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, at 390, he's probably interested in the base skin. Like, I got you if you were like 50 or 70 or something, maybe, but he's got to be interested. He's 390. Now, this one is sorry, doesn't have a number. And Stones doesn't have a number.
Yep, because if you go over to the right of sorry. Oh yeah, so Stones is blue, so he's anonymous. So what that means, and so was sorry. So what that means is that someone shared a picture or something in our coordinates list saying, "Hey, I have here's a VIP 18 that is not on your list." So we add them because they gave us proof.
Yep.
But there's no way to find out what their number is in the order because they're anonymous. We don't know which one of those are them.
Gotcha.
Unless they get a base skin, and then we can tell.
I see what you're saying. Then once they get a base skin, then their picture pops, and you're like, oh, okay. So do you apply their number after you find out? Does their number then go once you actually can find it? Right?
So
okay.
as soon as we find it, there's other people who actually, like Moggs. He's a good supplier of any missed numbers.
Very interesting.
So yeah, it is. Sucky part is that what you gotta do is you gotta find someone who's close to where they are, then go back to the sheet, find their number, then go back and then count how many it is after them to get their next number, then go back to the sheet to fill it in.
So now, what's amazing to me is these people just quit the game. Then these pink ones quit the game. Like, they didn't sell their account. They just quit the game.
Right.
That's crazy to me. Like, why don't you just give somebody your account? Like, I mean, you really got to dislike everybody you played with to do that.
Like, or trying to make a statement or something too. Yeah, it's.
But hell of a statement. I mean, nobody gave a shit. Like, everybody's like, oh yeah, they laughed about it, and meanwhile the game's carried on for 2 more years. So it's like, statement wasn't heard very loud. Whatever statement you were trying to make, but I don't know. It just seems like if I left the game, like, there's people that I care about in this game that I would, if I'm not going to sell my base, I'm going to leave it to somebody, right, who I play with.
Right.
Even if I get pissed off enough to leave for whatever reason, and I say F this game, which I find it hard to believe. There's many times that I've been pissed off in the decisions made in this game. I'm out there with you people. You know what we're talking about. But never have I been like, oh, I know, I'll just, delete my base, and like, at least that never even crossed my mind. Never even ever. Like, I've been pissed off before on shit that's gone on in this game. Even like when I was gold seat for certain things, blah, blah, but I never thought like, oh, I'm just going to delete my friggin' base. I would leave it to somebody who enjoys playing the game, or right. Or sell absolutely. It. Like, I guess I just don't understand the mentality of being like, I don't know, whatever. Like I said, you could very well just not like the people that you play with if it was that early. And here's another one. Who else quit? Who's this person? Tuna. They were the 6th person that got their base. Zuko. Maybe they played together. I don't know. What was Starwalker here? What was his?
Zuko stopped after, I think, season 4. He was like the very first season 4. He just stopped, and yeah, I mean, you can still see. I can send you the GIF, or not GIF,
You can
the
send me any
coordinates
gifts
to
you
his.
like, Mike. I enjoy gifts. Send them on over.
You better be careful on that. I get your address. I'll send you some really funny things.
Oh, whoa, easy, Mike. I can't be having Star Wars showing up at my house. My wife is instantly gonna go, "Who is sending you? I know this isn't you. So who is sent?" Let's see. Mr. Nice quit 11:52. Damn, Mr. Nice got to be VIP 18 fast, and then was like, "Nope, peace out." I don't know. So, the other thing is some of these people, for some reason, some of these people can just delete their accounts and then they can come back. Here's something I heard. Here's a little secret for y'all that I heard happened, and I don't know. You guys know, like these rumors of how people try to cheat is incredibly interesting to me. And as far as I'm concerned, I hate the cheating. So if I can blast it out there and so people can do it and then exploit it, and then hopefully the game closes a loophole, I'm all for it because I hate the cheating. So, but I heard that people like delete their bases and delete their accounts, so that way it doesn't count towards their total hero power or whatever they're outstanding for their server. And then they wait for the seats to come in, and then they reactivate the bases. How about that, Mike? Have you heard of this? Cheat?
I have.
Yeah. So I don't know if it works. I don't
It's
know
crazy.
if it works, but I heard that people were doing that shit. I'm telling you, if there's a loophole of some kind, it's like the number one thing people try to do. Like, God forbid we play the game. It's like, how the hell can I cheat on this thing? But yeah, so this one was 292. We had 1194. A lot of people in like my server range actually were on this list of the people that just quit. Like that Starwalker. What's crazy is I don't even remember the Starwalker. Big friendly rooster. I remember seeing the base, like the VIP 18 base skin, but I don't remember him being in our server range. Then again, it was outside of my server, the initial server range we had, because the initial server range we had only went up to 100. Then we expanded to 196. So it could have, I didn't know. I really didn't know much about anybody over post 100 for a long period of time. Okay, anyway, I get lost in this stuff. There's kill leader stuff, server strength. This is always cool. One of my favorite things, actually, is the server strength, because this just shows you how strong a server really is. I think it's phenomenal for transfers. I think they're giving you kind of a secret on how to transfer, like where to go and what's going to happen. And I truly believe, folks, that this is the future of our game that we're looking at. I truly believe that there's going to continue to create upper echelon servers that are going to have 5, 6, 7 teams that are incredibly strong and incredibly build and get around. There's going to be a handful of servers that are elite. And then there's kind of be the next tier down where you're going to see a server that's like 3 servers, 2 servers, just not that elite type of power, but powerful and whatever. And then kind of the weaker servers. I really think as we move forward, this is going to continue to get more consolidated as we have transfers and purple seats go and continue to pile in from these servers. And since they're not going to cap it for these large servers, then you're just going to end up continuing to have elite servers that are just going to outpace each other, which is one way of doing it. I mean, if you're trying to create this upper, I would think you want to do the opposite, personally. And I don't know, I guess this is up for interpretation, complete opinion really out there. There's no factual way of doing this. It's really just your opinion, right? So you have all these servers, and if you cap them, what happens? It forces that server can no longer add strength, because you've said, hey, the maximum that we could be is this strong. Good, bad there. So the bad would be you're penalizing them for being able to recruit and get stronger. So you're saying, oh, now they're capped, right? So you're kind of creating this maximum that they can be, even though they've acquired the people and people wanted to go there. And then you're forcing people into other servers. But what it does is, from positivity, you end up, from a positive perspective, you end up with more servers that are level So it starts putting people into some of the other servers. Now that that's cut off, they move to another server instead, and then maybe they'll love that server. And then they start populating that server, and then that server starts to get stronger, and then you start leveling the playing field. So what you end up with, to me, is you end up with, think about as you look at all these servers. Let's take what our server range is going to be now that it's set. And that, when was the last time it was updated, Mike? This thing here. May? No, update. Season start. Year. Is this the update date on P?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when it's supposed to be, but it's behind because like your range hasn't even been updated yet.
Okay.
So
let's just say our range now is going to be 3 through where are we? We're going to be 3, and it's going to be 3 through 164. Okay. So you guys can see, like, look at all these servers, right? Look at all this strength spread out here. Look at all these servers. Now, to me, the competitiveness would be to take all of these people throughout these servers where they were put in places they didn't necessarily want to be. They were placed there by the game. Maybe they don't want to be there. Now you're allowing them to transfer wherever they want to go. And you make it more even. So now you have, let's say, out of all of these 100 servers, 140 servers, you end up with 60 servers of active people that have now all even, like let's say they're all right here. It all stretches to this same blue line. So then everybody has very similar power. You have 60 servers. Everybody's kind of like similar. It makes for more competition, more competitiveness. A lot of people comment that you want to be more competitive. You don't like the matchmaking. That's one of the biggest things that's highlighted, right? That kind of solves for that. Like if you had that way to have all the servers equal on power. Where you detracts from the game is the fact that everybody's equal, which is kind of boring, right? Because other servers can be, oh, that's a strong server. That's a really strong server. That, they got this recruit. They got, you lose that aspect of it because now you don't have as many of these spikes that you have here, you know, because you're going to have more even playing field, and you're saying the power doesn't matter anymore. It's about the people are where they want to be, which you start saying, okay, it's more important to me to play the game. People are where they actually want to be. And you leave the power, and then you leave it about strategy. If everybody's equal power, if you have 50 servers that are equal power and they're all in the same bracket or whatever, you have nothing to look at but strategy. It's all strategy. Because it's no longer about power. Oh, well, they got a big guy. Yeah, so do we. So do they. Everybody does. So now what are you going to do? Right? How do you win? It's all becomes more strategic in how people are planning to do things and where somebody has to win. Makes for closer battles, makes for longer battles. You know, then you can start getting into maybe the troop problem where the game can start giving more troops and figuring that out because then people can fight longer, make it more exciting. I think there's a very exciting path that way. If you did that. But there's also, many different ways to slice this and dice this and do so. We'll see what people come up with. But what do you think about that, Mike? What's your opinion on the path moving forward?
I think you're absolutely right that this is I think one of the best additions that we've added. As I said, we tried making it match, like if we could figure out limited and such according that fell. But I do think that if you're looking to transfer, this really gives you a good idea of how active a server is as a whole, etc.
But do you think people should cap? Do you think they should cap servers for power, or do you think they should just let it be unlimited?
I'm not sure. I can see arguments on both sides. I mean, you get a ridiculous, overpowered server, where VIPs are just gathering.
Yep.
There's it kind of removes fun because you just know, oh crap, I'm put against them instantly. I know everything's gone. Right. But then you kind of remove choice and other things from them. So.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, both sides. I agree. It's definitely a double-edged sword, no matter which way you slice it. So you got to hope whoever's deciding and making that decision is. You know, I think
I
from my perspective and looking out, I just would rather like make sure that that decision was truly coming from the player base. You know, I really wish there was a way to get the opinion of the people and take a vote of the people that are impacted by this game and who play this. I hate that there's only a handful of people that make the decision for thousands of players that play the game. I think that hearing people's and really like our whole concept of the WWC, right, is the Discord is letting essentially people do it themselves, like talk about it, whatever. I think giving people the power, they know what they want. They're, you know, people have an idea of what they're trying to accomplish to get in, what makes a difference for them, what they really need to advance and get better, and what they go. I think hearing the voice of the people is incredibly important. And I really wish that some type of direction for the game, whether it's this or some other things, I really wish they would put more power into the voices. And I don't mean like slapping them in the face with some stupid comments like, yeah, every time you send us a message, it's read and it's incredibly important. You know, we read every single message and it counts. I don't mean that bullshit. Like, I mean, really, like if you allow like the people to decide something, like vote on something aspect of this game, and maybe it's not like an enormous thing where, you know, somebody makes a wrong decision based on a popular vote and it's going to completely kill the game because they don't fully understand something that you're also hiding. And it's, you know, because it's very difficult sometimes for people to make a complete decision on big things when you're not fully transparent with them, right? So a perfect example would have been what they did with the spending, right? They haven't been fully, they make this, you know, cockamamie thing about going back to our roots, which people are still trying to figure out. But like, if you can't get people to give you their full opinion on something or what they feel, if you're not fully transparent with them either, you know, it's difficult. So hopefully at some point people can freaking be fully transparent on what they're trying to do. And you know what else you'd respect? Honestly, you'd respect if they just said it was a lawsuit. You know, because that's still going on. Oh, there's a class action lawsuit. It's been going on for blah, blah, blah. So they're doing stuff for class. You know, if it was because of that, everybody would respect that. Would you give a shit? Wouldn't you say like, yeah, we're involved with a lawsuit, and you know what? Like, I don't know. Like, I just would respect some kind of truth. It's just the fucking rumor mill gets old. Fucking.
It does.
Tiring.
It does.
Nonsense and the gossip and the fucking bullshit. We're just trying to play a game, man. We're not, you know, somehow we got involved in politics of last war. It's like, Jesus Christ, like, can we just play a game? We just want to fight or farm. Thank you very much. Or some of us want to farm. Have you know?
Farming's fun.
Yeah.
Chaos made a good point. He goes, no one wants the same team winning the Super Bowl every year. Going back to the whole cap versus.
Look at Chaos.
Excellent point.
Look at Chaos. Yeah.
That's my boy.
I don't disagree with him, to be honest with you. I really don't. I think that I agree that there has to be some kind of cap because there is, you both said it. You know, there is that creating one team that's the super team that nobody can beat and just march over everybody. And it's gonna happen. And then why wouldn't the purple seats want to continue to go to that team? And why wouldn't, you know, because they just want to win. Everybody just wants the rewards, and then you just keep going. And if you never stop, you just end up with baseball. You end up with the Dodgers, right? You just endless spending and you get it. And I'm all for it, by the way. I don't hate the Dodgers. I actually appreciate what they did. But at the same time, I don't know. Part of me feels that way. And I see the other side of it too, to say, hey, why don't we get credit for recruiting? I do see that side of it where somebody can say, hey, I want credit for recruiting all these people. I was able to do this. I started this from scratch. I made this environment that everybody wants to come to. Now they want to come here and you want to stop it? That's bullshit. I get that too. But at the end of the day, if I have to balance them out, for me, what's most important is competitiveness in the game and matchups, what everybody wants. So that's why I think even servers offer the best matchups and the best gameplay, and really brings back something that people don't believe exists, which is strategy in this game. I think we all want to continue to get more strategic mindsets into the game, because then it becomes more than just mashing buttons of extremely, rich people into, non-rich people's bases. So we actually get strategic.
Yeah.
I don't know. That would be fun. But the top 8 servers against each other in the season. Yeah, I like that, Pun. I like the top 8 servers playing each other. The difference, though, Pun, is if you allow it to continue to happen, what if those top 8 servers end up being like one is ranked 45th, 45, whatever they talk, 45 million, whatever the score they give, 45.2, and then the next closest one is 30. Let's say that's what it becomes. So you have one server that's 45 and one server that's 30, and it's just such a wide gap that ends up forming. I think even if you put the top servers, you still know who's going to win. I think that's where Goldvein kind of entered in a little bit into that, where Goldvein, it was like trying to close that gap. The developers came up with something that was like, okay, you can have the number 1 team can be the number 1, but then 2 and 3 get to team up together, and it's 1 and 4. Like, that's cool. That's a good way of doing things, like kind of giving the weaker side a little bit more of an advantage. Makes sense to me. But I don't know. I like it though. I like to talk. I like the strategy. And this is why I think ultimately, guys, I really just think people need to give their opinion more, or at least be heard more somewhere, some way. Presidents of servers need to be given some kind of voice. Preferably, like, I think all the presidents of all the servers should be given a voice. Imagine if your president had that position, had that strong of power. I wonder, you ought to ask yourself this question out there for all your servers. Would you care more about who represented you as a president if it meant it actually impacted the entire game? Would you pick a different president? I mean, you don't have to answer that, Mike, because that puts you on the spot. But people out there, think about it. Would you pick a different president for your server, or want a different president? Not saying you control who it is anyway. Would you want a different president if it meant the actual gameplay of Last War was at stake, where they had an actual voice for the improvements that happen? It seems like they're 2 different positions, right, Mike? Like, caring about your server isn't necessarily the best person that's going to politic for your gameplay.
Yeah, it's tough because you want a happy server, right? So you kind of want, not unity, but I should say, but you fight for everyone to make sure they get to build themselves up, which ultimately makes this whole server strong as it is. But then you got the politics of, just doing what you got to do in order to win at the game.
Yeah.
You got a shot at number 1 if you make some hard decisions. The Goose from Top, like he talked about how he had to cut. I believe it was Goose from Top, where he talked about he had like 11 alliances and he brought it down to 5.
Yeah.
He had to make a lot of tough decisions, but it was, to make it for the server and to compete better. And there are presidents who are very kumbaya, like, I want everyone to get along, and how dare you attack someone in the nap, and and there's others who are like, farm the shit out of them if you're not in the top 3. It's interesting.
I totally agree with you, and I do know that is you're right. Like Goose, they did that at 82. Yeah, it's not a popular thing to do sometimes, to make those type of decisions, right? And the thing that you risk is scarring your server for a long period of time. Like, I think servers pay for that. You know, the messaging that goes out. You know, people talk, right? Like, people talk about how their experiences are in other servers. And if you have a negative experience, it hurts your recruiting. And when you hurt your recruiting, it's difficult to rebuild to get people in there and to kind of get that. So when you lose a couple servers, it holds you back a little bit. But at the same time, if you don't see another way forward and you believe in the path, then you don't think you have a server anyway. So what's the difference? This way you go down swinging, I guess. You know, we have actually discussed that before we broke up 71, and I had a meeting with Hulk and King, and we talked about, well, I think King was actually on vacation, so I think he was part of the group chat, but I don't think he was there. It was more me and Hulk were talking, and just going through paths forward. And that was one of the paths forward, was like, all right, you can ask everybody to leave. You can try to clear out your server and then start from scratch, because you just don't have people that want to be there, or you just have there's a lot of cancer going around and it's difficult to regroup, or you just kind of admit defeat with the server and say, all right, you just got to move on. You got to move on, and there's better opportunity in this game, in your game experience, because your game experience matters too in that, right? Like, by saying you're going to rebuild a server, holy shit, there's growing pains. And you can put 2 seasons of this game to trying to rebuild something and then realize, oh shit, that didn't work. And now you're down 2 seasons. Thank God for Shady Pun, who could first one to do this. Shady Pun did that with 184. He brought in people. They lost some people. They had people sell, whatever, brought some new people in and whatever. The only thing that's different with Shady Pun that Shady Pun gets to walk away with is, shit, man, they won 3 out of 4. So he gets to walk away and say, all right, the server had a bust up, but you know what? At the end of the day, you won 3 out of 4. That's a hell of a game experience. I'm sure a lot of you out there would love to walk away right now in the last 4 seasons you play and say you were on a team that won 3 of them. That's hella rewards, and that's hell of a good job to have to keep that type of consistency and move forward. But at the same time, the flip side of it is you're kind of like, shit, man, I put a lot of time, effort, energy into building this thing, and now it didn't work out. So that's the risk that you have, especially when you're starting from scratch, not knowing where you're going to be. It's very difficult doing that. Top has done an amazing job, by the way, rebuilding. Great server over there with Hulk and Goose and Prairie. Very good. I talked to them about their latest recruiting class. They did really good. They had another recruiting class. By the way, another thing for Top, I'll give them a shout out. They rebuilt and did an amazing job. They're now the number 12 server in the game. So from a server that had a reboot and start fresh. I mean, not really start fresh, but at the same time kind of figure things out there. They built up to the number 12 server. That's pretty damn respectable, Mike. Number 12, I would say.
I would say too.
Pretty happy with number 12. Pretty happy. Anyway, so that was the first thing. Anyway, that all got into the alliance, and I was talking. I wish I could remember what the hell the second thing I was going to tell you is. Oh, I know what it was. So you know what I've decided, Mike? Bring everybody in on a little secret. We're going to get back to the battle reports. We're going to get back to reading battle reports. Battle reports is such a problem, and it's time consuming. And man, people send me so many battle reports. It's out of control. I just can't get to them. They expire. We don't get to, figure out a game plan for them. So what we're going to do, Michael, is so what we're
sorry, I did that audible.
what we're gonna do is I'm gonna turn the website that we have, the Warzone Wrecking Crew website, and we're gonna make an upload so that way you can take a screen record, which is usually like if you thumb through your battle report. So let me show you an example of it. So if you have a battle report, let's say right here. Here's a battle report. what I would do is I'd screen record, and I'd take a screen record here, 1 second, 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 done. Come in here, do the same thing on here. Hit screen record this, screen record that, screen record that, you know, whatever, right? Screen record the battle report like this. Just thumb through it and take a look at it. Do drop downs if we want. Same with the stats here. And then really just play the video of the fight, right? The whole thing probably takes, I mean, I just did it. This whole thing probably takes about, I don't know, a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes, whatever. And then you take that and completely upload it into a link, into the website. And then I'll be able to grab it and pull it in and then break it down and be able to go over them just like we do account reviews. We'll be able to go over the battle reports over and over and over again and constantly do them rather than have to guess where they are, not being able to get to them in time. And I'll never lose them. I'll always just be right there to be able to go over them when we have them. And then we can have a battle report show even. Like we can do it like we do account reviews. We can do a battle report show too. So maybe we'll do the battle reports and the account reviews. Something like that. So, what's your question? He says, tell QB to look up at the question. What's your question? LOL Spectrum. Intermark also interviewed some VIP 18 strong players. They had similar complaints. Interesting. I have been seeing more vids on YouTube of strong players complaining about the issue. What issue? What did I miss? I got a question. How is your economy doing? Speed ups, diamonds, etc. Lots of strong players are complaining that Season 5, Season 6 is taking a toll on their economy. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's nothing we haven't talked about here. We talked about it with, if you guys listened to the interview we had with Perna, we talked about it there. Right? Partner talked about the same thing. I've talked about it numerous times on this stream. And in our Alliance chat, I've talked about it with Doberman and many other strong players. It's the same thing. We're getting fleeced of diamonds. I don't have a problem with stamina. I saved my stamina. I've said it time and time again. I don't have a problem with stamina. By the way, there's been a ton of ways to get stamina. I saw on digs. Just participating in a digs, I was getting stamina. I got a crap ton of it today. I participated in like 3 digs and I got, I don't know, I felt like six tens or something like that just for participating in the digs. There's ways to get stamina in the game. I think it's a slap in the face to put in the honor store. I think there's other ways you could do stamina, but listen, I don't know. I necessarily. I think there's ways that you can put a little bit more stamina in the game, but I don't necessarily like if you just make unlimited stamina. I think what the game is trying to do is make some things more strategic, right? Because what it was before is you just buy endlessly and then you just have. And now what you also are hearing about strong players complain about, which you're not going to hear me complain about because I don't agree. I don't necessarily agree with them. Is they're upset because the game got capped. The strong opinion you're going to hear from stronger players in this game and my own players. I hear the opinions of strong players. I've had them on here. Mewtwo doesn't necessarily agree with my stance. Shady Pun's not going to necessarily agree with my stance. Doberman in our alliance isn't going to agree with my stance. There's tons of people that aren't going to agree with necessarily what I'm saying. They want to be able to purchase just the way they were, and they want to be able to control their own game and play it exactly how they've been playing it. They don't like any of this shit being limited. But I'm going to tell you, I disagree. I think the game has gotten better. And I think that there's no end. To me, the spenders in this game ruined it themselves. Every time there's something that's dropped, the perfect one is tactical. It costs $40,000 to get the Valor to complete tactical. And they did it at the drop of a hat. They just completed tactical and blew through it. So then they're going to look back at you and they're going to go, okay, we need something else. We're bored. Create something else. Yeah, so what? You can get 180 million power? So you get 200 million power for your squad? What, until nobody can get you out of a friggin' building? As it is, it's difficult. So you want to make seasons where you can just get to camp in a building and nobody in the goddamn game could ever remove you because all they do is drop something and you spend on it? No, it ruins it. It just ruins it for everybody who's playing. And I'm saying that from a big spender. I'm saying that from a high spender in this game that's rocking around with a 90+ million march. And I know it. I could see it a mile away. I want to continue to play the game. And I've said it months ago. You guys heard me say it, where the best thing the game could do is not do a goddamn thing. Don't bring out anything new. Let free-to-play players catch up. What have we done? Stuff's become, you're seeing shit come out that's free. You're allowing people to get more exclusive shards. You're allowing people to catch up. And if you don't think that gap is closed, you're probably a spender, and you're probably just pissy and upset that the way the game has gone in the direction it's gone. Not true. Free-to-play players have probably never had it this good since they've started. I mean, since the beginning, at least, where they've been able to actually get these shards, get stuff free, had a season they didn't have to spend and fall behind as much in exclusive weapons, where people are just pounding out money to get exclusive shards over and over and over again, and they just watch everybody else have fun. Yeah, man, it's better this way. It just is. It just is. And I understand the casualties. We talked about it to the blue in the face. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they were spending casualties. I understand. Custom weekly pass. Yes. It was awesome. I get it. Deco. I get it. Decorated Dreams was awesome. I get it. Heard it to the end. Get blue in the face. Deco's too OP. That's why they did Deco. Let's get over it, okay? Deco is too overpowered, and if they allow people to continue to do it, then people are going to continue to push Deco. Now they're going to take all the money that they couldn't spend, and they're going to go, okay, screw you then. And they're going to all push their Deco to level 7, and you're going to head back to square one, because Deco's so goddamn powerful, and when they do that, they get so much power. So it doesn't work. So yeah, I don't agree with them. I'm not on the side of the high spender in this argument. I'm just not. And honestly, the VIP teens, you get all pissy and you're like, oh, I'm gonna quit. Okay, then quit. I just don't think you're driving the game. The game already has your money. You already made the mistake. You bought everything the friggin' game you could possibly do. The game can't get any more money from you for the most part. And if they can probably get as much money out of you as they can a mid spender at this point. Because you don't even have shit to buy. What are you buying? Wall? You buying some shards? You're buying gifts. Which actually, by all means, I love the fact that they're buying gifts, because oftentimes they give the gifts to, I mean, I hate when I see a gift goes to a VIP 18. It's like, oh my God. And when I see a mid spender, holy shit. Like, have some self-respect. Honestly, like, if you're a mid spender, don't send a gift to a VIP team. Like, okay? It's like, they don't need their ass kissed. They already got their ass kissed. They don't need it anymore. You need the gift, not them. They don't give a shit. Stickman's going to end up with like 8 million points. What is he going to use it on? Let them buy you gifts. They'll buy the gifts. Okay? Let the people who spend in this game, who are complaining about not being able to spend in this game, money burning a hole in their pocket, people. Ask them for gifts, because they got the money available. They can't spend it on the game. Get it from them. But for the love of God, if I see one more person who doesn't have a lot of money spending for gifts on people, Jesus Christ. It's the same thing I see for people who are spending like YouTube and Discord and stuff. Like, cut the shit. Go buy yourself something in the game if you want to do that. You don't need to give it to other people who already have money. But yeah, I just don't agree with that, the way that it is. Now, a couple things that I do think is happening, the game's becoming more strategic because we're doing this. We're shorting some kind of resources. So guess what? Maybe, Qatar can't kill 1 million people anymore. Maybe he can't clean out a server because he doesn't have enough stamina. I don't know. Is that a bad thing? Not a bad thing? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, you could join Shotgun's Live Sunday show. I have a picture where he gave, I think, like 16 love rockets to Stickman. So you can join his show too. He'll give you gifts, or the VIP 18's gifts. I don't know. I just think like there's some things that you could do better, like to help with the shorting of resources to make it a little bit even. With the stamina, I can understand the argument, but I don't know. I just think you can't have people run rampant over this game that are strong. It takes away the fun from you to be able to play it. So there's got to be a strategic aspect of it to stop it. And the people who shout from the rooftops are the same ones that want to do that. So, what are you saying, Mike?
I was saying, well, like what we were talking about before, of these VIPs that are appearing in the newer servers. Like, there's no one that's going to be able to touch them. You got ones in the 1700s, 1900s. It's like they're just going to sit and dominate.
Yeah,
It's just,
that's
it's just.
you're exactly right. Yeah, and that's what's happening. And you know, it was one thing when it was happening on our server. Like, you know, you got people, the top people in our game right now are 140 million power, 145 million power. I think you got people 135 million power easily. Like, I know, like 123, like Ouija Soju, he's 135 million power, or close to 140 million power. That's around us. I just told you I'm 90 million. So, you know, you get that in a base. You play Winter Storm. I play Winter Storm all the time. I should share more of these Winter Storms to show you guys. I sit there and I hit these people. I don't know. I probably have it. I don't know who they were. I'm sure I have it in here. I must have hit. I don't care who they are. I just hit them over and over and over again. Did I? I think it was Ouija. I played in Winter Storm. I probably have it in here. Because Winter Storm, I was trying to get him right here. I was trying to get him out of a building. Look how many times. I mean, I hit him over and over. Again. Didn't really care what happened to me. Look at all these hits of me hitting him. Show you like me trying to get him out of a building. Let me see if this is one. So he's got no Overlord, 120 million. Right, so here's my second at 78 million, hitting his, and you can see I'm doing almost nothing to him, 326. And this is my second, by the way. And you guys are probably, most of you out there looking at my second at 78 million, you're like, wow, it's strong. I would think it's a strong second. I mean, shit, I got almost all red gear on this team. Skills are maxed, all 30 exclusive weapons. My drone's at 242. I got 701 combat boost, 32 stars. I got everything to 8-star here. The level 10 component. I'm heart bond. Mastery was 100% for air. I could do more tactical. We'll get to that. I spent on T11s. Look, my T11s I've gotten 3 dot stars on the T11s. I work on those, right? And I was war leader, because everybody says if I'm not war leader, then I can't be in the fight, right? Guess what? I'm not in the friggin' fight. 326 is all I'm doing. To his second team or third team. I don't even know what it is. He'll be his third team for all I know. And so here's me whacking this team. 134 million. It's my tank. Is this him hit? Oh, this is the oil refinery. So I had multiple teams in there. Let me see. I probably have a good one of some point, probably my. All right, here's my missile squad. 90.5 against his 100, his worn down air squad. I take 558 from my number 1 squad in 90.5. I mean, it's ridiculous. You can't do any damage. So we're going to allow this to get stronger. We want this to be even stronger is what we want. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. Like, you have to cap it. You have to figure out a way to cap it. It's not, people are going to get pissed off. It's not going to be a friendly thing and whatever. And I get the spenders of why they would be upset, but I'm telling you guys, I just look at it as it's not in your best interest to want other people to continuously, endlessly spend in this game. It's just not. And again, that's coming from a high spender. Like, you know, which, you know, it is what it is. I don't know. Do you think the changes overall, Mike, are positive? What's your side? Do you think unlimited spending or the capped spending has been a positive move?
I personally like the cap spending, just because of everything we've just been talking about. Of it gives some control, and it doesn't, you know, someone doesn't just buy out everything and just like, yeah. I do like the idea of kind of capping it a little bit. Not, sure, you can hit the cap every time, but it does slow it down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you're trying to force a change of habits of other people who have been doing it in a certain way
Mhm.
for so long, and that's what they're used to.
Mm-hmm.
That of course now when you're like, you know what, you had all this freedom, we're going to take that away, and you only can do so much. I mean,
Right.
there's VIPs out there who are showboating, who are just like, oh yeah, watch this, and buy out glittering like live. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's yeah.
Yeah, and,
It's
and and I agree with you. I think that's the hardest part is putting the genie back in the bottle. Because I think ultimately it's better to have played this game the way it is right now if everybody started this way. But it's very difficult to put the genie back in the bottle once you allowed everybody to spend endlessly. You know, but to have the opinion that you've let it go too far and you can't go back at this point, I think is a mistake as well. Like doing nothing isn't going to help you either. So you have to do something. And it may not be the most positive, may not whatever, but it's an action that's in a positive direction. I think anyway. And how we play the game. I like the moves so far. Now, the big one that we've talked about that I do think the game is out of control and just gouging people on, and I don't think it helps anybody. And it's a completely poor look with everything else that they're doing. Is the 1,500 gems for an advanced teleport. It's absolutely absurd. That's where all the money's going. That's where all the gems are going. That's where you're spending all these diamonds are going right to the advanced teleports. It's expensive to play everything out there. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Like you can say meteorite, but I mean, it's everything. Kill event, anything that's fighting. Like the game's supposed to be about fighting. But in order to fight and be exciting, everybody wants to watch other people fight, and everybody wants to take part in kill event, and everybody wants to do that. And say, hey, let's fight. It's expensive as shit to fight. It's too expensive. Advanced teleports are crazy. It's eaten all my diamonds. All my diamonds that I spent in the season, I've spent probably like 600, 700,000 diamonds. I sat here and did the advanced teleports for anything that I've done. Meteorites. I'll use like 20. Kill events, you use like 20. It's crazy. It's all just eats up my gems. That's where they go. They don't go to anything like positive in the game as far as being able to, I don't know, make something go faster or let me use it to get in the Alliance store to buy food, different stuff. And granted, like that's a decision, right? But you have to make your decision based on, hey, do you want to fight or do you want to farm? Like that's the only decision you make. Like that's what I disagree with from like the aspect of I picked engineer. I can still fight. Granted, I know the decreases in the power that I've taken, but it doesn't stop me from fighting. Choosing engineer does not stop me from fighting. But you're basically telling me that I need to stop fighting in order to use the diamonds in the stores and the resources or whatever. Stop porting around so much trying to fight battles and instead do that. Even when you have like battles of equal power, by the way, you'll see somebody run a rally and then somebody moves, right? Somebody moves out of the way of the rally and then tries to like keep fighting. Those are like strategic battles that are going on. You just watch the diamonds that get eaten up by people jumping around who are actually fighting battles that are similar power to each other. They can't get through each other's wall, so there's partly strategy of, hey, I'm gonna, run a rally instead of hit you, base to base, and then somebody jumps. But an Alliance teleport, I've said this for a while, the fact that we even charge for it is crazy. Like free to play is probably using that more than anybody. Low spenders are using that more than anybody from the Alliance teleports in. You should just be free. You should just be allowed to Alliance teleport to your own Alliance. Like, what are we talking about? You're just wherever you're stationed, you get to go to your Alliance for free. Why are you paying for that? Anything. Like any other game that you guys have played, any other video game, any other role-playing game or whatever, you would just be able to hit a button and go home. Like you hit the home button and you get to go home. This is like old school, like normal shit that used to be on like Nintendo games and shit. You use the home button and you just port back to your home base. In this game, it costs you 500 diamonds to go home. So if I don't have the diamonds, I have to wait for my alliance to be able to free port me in, or I have to be on an edge of a map forever until I have enough diamonds to go back to my alliance. It's fucking dumb. It's absolutely dumb. It's just not even wrong. It's just dumb. It's a horrible concept. Nothing screams you want to grind people out of money like charging them to go back to their alliance. Like, it's just hilarious to me to even think about. Advanced teleport. Okay, you can charge people. It's just, I'm telling you, 1,500 is too much. It's just too much. It's bullshit. But the alliance thing is, the alliance teleport is just comical. You're hurting the people that you want to play this game. To say, hey, come on guys. Hey, there's a dig. You guys want to go to the dig? Oh, I can't. Sorry, I'm out of diamonds. I can't come home. I can't. I'm on the edge of the map. I can't participate in a dig. Yeah, it's wild. You know, I just let people store them up. I mean, even if you allow people to store them up, at least that would be an option, right? Allow everybody to store up 10 of them or something. Give them an option. And then if people, similar to everybody wants to splurge, we don't want people to splurge in the game, at least give people like 10 alliance teleports. I guarantee you it would be a different story if you could gain an advanced teleport every 10 minutes. Every 5 or 10 minutes, you get a new advanced teleport. And don't make it be an hour, by the way, so I can only get like 10 of them and the whole goddamn kill event's over. Like, one every 5 to 10 minutes is fine. Don't you think that's good, Mike? 5 to 10 or something to recoup advanced teleports?
Actually, I really like that whole idea.
Right? Sometimes I say some good shit, Mike.
Yeah, you do.
You just have to filter through the garbage.
You remind me, you just said that, and George Carlin popped in my mind.
Oh, yeah. I
Where he did a skit that says, you know, have a lot of good ideas, but the problem is most of them suck. And he goes on like saying, you know, a 2,000-foot yo-yo visiting the Grand Canyon, or a light bulb that shines on things worth looking at. And he goes, the moneymaker is a roach spray that doesn't kill the roaches, but fills them with self-doubt if they're in the right house or not. Yeah, if you can't tell, I listen to him a lot.
You do listen to a lot.
But yeah.
I love him. I love George Carlin. Very funny. Very funny. Detroit. What are you saying? 400,000 inventory and diamonds, like 26 advanced teleports in stock. Norm, I agree, too much. But I'm at a spot like you where I don't have to move because I'm getting ashed. Rarity. Yeah, but think about it. You have 26 teleports. Like how much that actually is. It's crazy. Crazy. If someone that ran his interview said the same exact thing, he said that people are staying back at the hive, not participating in the fights because they don't have teleports. Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, we have a pretty aggressive team in UXW. You guys can imagine. Everybody fights. You guys have seen it. It's absolutely ridiculous. Everybody will move. Like, you know, people aren't going to just stay in the hive because they don't, you know, whatever. But they're not going to hop around wasting 1,500 teleports either. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to be able to hop around and use them. And that's on the unfortunate part, is I think they would participate a lot more. Here we're sitting here trying to come up with ways to get people to participate more. And you charge 1,500 for a teleport, and even if people choose to not shield, they still have to sit, and wherever they port into an alliance, they have to sit for 5 minutes, or else when they go back, they're going to be stuck because they can't move. So think about it. If I'm let's say a free-to-play player or low spender, right, and I find somebody in a hive, I want to attack my versus opponent. I go there and I start attacking. Then a strong base comes up, and he's going to start hitting me. What's your first move? You're like, oh shit, I got to get out of here. So they port back, right? Well, wherever they port back to, that means if it's in their alliance, that means they have 4-minute countdown. Now, what happens when that strong person comes back after them into the server? They're stuck. So it's either use 1,500 diamonds or lose all your troops. That's their option. That's crazy. That's insane that should be their two options. You know? So yeah, I don't agree with it. Personally. Hey, by the way, I want to touch on something because I also want to get into the farming that I've been doing for the last few days as engineer. So I'm in the arena now, and I have 3 attempts left. I'm trying to use them, but I can't find anybody to fight for the most part. Hey, listen, I got somebody. We'll fight this guy. Who knows if I'll win or not, but let's fight him. Hey, I won. There you go. I moved up 3. I don't like to hit people on my server. The other I just brought up. Look at this again. All UXW. I don't have anybody to fight. And I'm going to use 200 diamonds to not find. Oh, got somebody. Same guy, I guess. See what happens this time. Oh, one again. We have one more. Fight somebody in here. Oh yeah, I got somebody. Oh, I was able to use all my attempts. That's hard to do. And I got up to 15. So, okay. War leader, not war leader. One thing, a couple things are pointed out because I go to war leader. I do not hit UXW Spectrum. Not going to happen. So, here's the thing, though. So, UXW, when you look at our server, even in this top 25, or top 20, you see 1, 2, we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 out of the top 22. There's only 5 people I can hit, Mike, in the top 22 of the arena. 5. And I'm 250 million power. So 2 of those I'm staring at right now on the screen, 256, and this one's 304. I can't even beat 2 out of the 5 that are in front of me. But there's only 5 that I can even use. I tell you, I've said this again, I hate arena. But my point is that I look through this is you guys were talking about rewards. Like, oh, I'm going to take a hit in rewards. And I told you, when you're picking engineer, you're doing whatever you're doing, you got to look at it through your own lens. What's the best for you? How does it affect you? I can tell you for me, choosing engineer over war leader has done absolutely nothing to me. Let's count how many bases are in here that are stronger than me. All right, you got the 3 that are here already. I'm 250 million. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's 13 bases that are stronger than me. So by switching to engineer, the argument to be made that I'm going to be worse in arena is if somehow I drop out of the top 20 because of it. And my guess would be to you that I'm going to stay in the top 20, which is where I should be anyway. So engineer did nothing to change that by me dropping there. Now you can look at it from your own lens. If you feel you're on the cusp and you feel like, hey, I'm 51st, but if I'm war leader, then I jump in to 49th or 48th. Sure, you get 5,000 more honor points. And you're going to get 2 more, 1 more deco chest, and you're going to get 2 more gold shards. Sure, if that's going to make you, switch, then by all means. If you can get from 20th into the top 20, sure, go ahead. If that fits you, then make that work. Because you get it. But yeah, I don't agree. I just don't agree with it. I think it depends on where you are in the game when you have that opinion. I think right now you're getting way more than you are from engineer than you are from war leader. And I personally don't think it's close. I don't think it's even close. I've now done this for 3 days and I already can tell you I get why people stay engineer. I have not been an engineer like this in so long, and I can tell you it is remarkable. The amount of resources and free shit that I've been getting for 3 straight days. I'm just in here participating in this game way more than I was during the day. Man, I could have, as a war leader, you can have work meetings. You can pretty much not play Last War. You can pretty much barely play this game as a war leader and be just fine. You just click on your resources at Biller once in a while. Show up if you can, pop in for digs and do whatever you could do. But otherwise, you're fine. You're doing just fine. Otherwise, me, oh my God, you're sitting here. You can collect. You're up on all the free skills that I'm getting. I'm constantly using all my free skills that I got for the buildings. I'm using them for the stuff. You just don't have this type of shit when you're war leader. You just can't play as often with this stuff. It's crazy. I can see if I have one already. So I'm about to get, look, the drone supply, the research now, all this stuff, the build now that comes up. I gave somebody win-win, and it gave me resources for giving away win-win.
Yeah.
You should have seen me, Mike, today. I gave win-win away, and it gave me a shit ton of resources, and I was like, whoa, this is awesome. Whatever.
Yeah, there's in our alliance, sometimes we do a buddy system of engineer and war leader. So we will give, like, so people will ask for it, but usually we will say, hey, this is my buddy. So every day I'll give, actually a lot of times it's Chaos, who was just in chat. Like, I'll give him a win-win because he's my guy.
Yeah. They just started that at UXW because there was a bunch of people, so people had gotten on there. And I put out in the chat, I go, oh, who needs an engineer buddy? And then everybody came back in the alliance. They're like, you're engineer? I'm like, yes, damn right I am. Yep. Not used to seeing somebody in the top 10 TXP as the engineer, but hey, guess what? 100% I'm engineer. I don't give a shit. Don't care.
It's nice.
Dude,
it's sweet.
It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I just don't care. I don't care what anybody thinks. It's the drone shit that I'm yesterday I went to do the drone supply. I hit one more time on the drone supply. So I just keep pumping in drone supply, drone parts, the boxes, component boxes, whatever. I mean, listen, war leader, and you just shake your head at it and come up with different reasons. It's just, to me, it's really not close. I have no interest, Mike, in switching back. None.
And that's why I say engineer for life.
Fuck, man. I have zero interest in switching back. I don't give a shit. Okay, I'm going to lose battles. Okay. My ego's going to take a bus. I can't beat some. I don't give a shit. I'm here to try to increase myself as fast as humanly possible and get ready for all the things that I need to get ready in my base. Now, when it comes to the season, damn, I'll max it out, man. It's like World Boss. Right now, I don't give a shit about World Boss. I already hit my peak on World Boss. I'm not going to be in the top 3. Somebody else brought this up about World Boss, too. They're like, oh, well, you're going to decrease the World Boss, whatever. Listen, when you're in a season, you get to use your protectors, which ramps up your World Boss to a place you cannot touch it out of season. If you're doing it right, by the way. If you're doing it right. So now, when there's 10 people on this server stronger than me, I'm never going to be in the World Boss rewards top 3. So all I need to do to make sure I get my World Boss rewards is just hit it. I take 4 squads and I send all 4 at once and just get my World Boss hits done. Because I know I'm not going to be in the top 3, and I know I'm nowhere near beating my record until the next season. So World Boss is a waste for me. Like, I don't give a shit about it anymore. I haven't cared about it for a long time. Not in the off season. Because
the only time in off season is the Champions Duel or whatever.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. So Champions Duel, I was definitely going to...
Warzone Duel.
Oh, yeah, server. I totally agree. The Warzone Duel, I agree. So here's the thing about Warzone Duel, and I might need to switch back. Champions Duel, I heard, I think Circles or somebody told me that we were going to get Champions Duel. I still don't even know if I guess Champions Duel comes out the same time as Black Market, so maybe we'll have it. I can tell you from a Champions Duel perspective, guys, there's 9 people stronger than me on my own server. I'm not getting out of whatever round that. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. If I lose, come on, listen, I'm good. I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable as strong as I am, and I'm incredibly comfortable that there's that many people that are stronger than me. I love it. But listen, I may not be able to do great in the Champions, and I'm okay with that. But I'm not going to switch to engineer for it. Now server versus server isn't that. That's like, okay, they may need me to be powerful for whatever. Now the first, typically, we need to see the bracket. Before QB switches back to War Leader to help out the server, we need to see the bracket, because oftentimes the first one on your bracket isn't as tough. So it's not a grind. I'll clear the pathway for people, and we'll try me as a War Leader, clearing my own path of ruins and moving myself, and see how that goes. But if it's a tough matchup, and Doberman said to me, hey, listen, we need you to be War Leader, or something like that for the power, yeah, my team's first. So I'll switch. I'll switch to War Leader. But I'm telling you, Mike, I'm not going to be happy about it. Because I love this engineer business. Love it.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's a good dig. It's a good deal, man. It's a good deal to constantly get all this free shit. And I needed the resources, something fierce. Because I was just running out of resources. It's so expensive to fight. I don't think people understand how expensive, when you watch me fight and you watch me go through all these troops and you see me like there was that one guy I fought. What's his name? I thought I put it in my favorites. Is he not here? I forgot his name. He was 300 or 421 million pounds. Oh, was it Chief or something? Was it? I gotta find him now. I remember his damn. Sure, now I see Ouija Soju in my chat, in my battle reports here. Let's see, I have too many battle reports. What I have. There was a lot in a row of him, but I know that I had to. Oh, here he is, Master Chief. That was his name. So I think there were like 33 hits in a row. This I have no problem with. Ultimately, I'm healing. I'm getting these troops back. I'm surviving against a 421 total hero power. And I love doing it, and I love going back and forth. And he's changing squads. He put his tank squad against my missiles, so that made me put my air against his tank. It's all fun. Like I'm, playing games out there. I love doing this. This is how I love to play the game. But it's incredibly expensive. I have to heal it's not about building the troops. I have to heal these troops that are in the hospital. It's all the food and the iron, that it takes to actually heal the troops over and over and over again. And then how much it costs to build all the troops. And you're paying for that too. So all that fighting costs an incredible amount of resources. And I'm just not pulling in the amount of resources as War Leader that it takes to continuously do that type of fighting. And I'm not going to pay for resources, and I don't want to dip into my stash. So to me, the best way to do it is engineer. And as soon as I became engineer, I instantly started stocking up on resources. I mean, these engineers got it cornered, man. Resources are fantastic. I get the gold is hard. That's why I have those gold boxes that I don't want to do. But the food and iron, man, you guys are getting loaded. Mike, you must have a lot of backed up resources, no? From being an engineer?
Not after today.
What did you do today?
Oh, I went nuts on tank mastery.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went from 86% to 96%.
Damn.
And I just went nuts on it.
How much Valor do you have left?
And I can tell you. 3,000.
Oh, okay. So you pretty much blew your wad there.
I did.
I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer to mine. Like I'm at 96% now for tank mastery.
Twinsies.
Yep. Yep. I have 3 more left. That's it. Is that what you have? The bottom 3?
I'm actually gonna. I'm gonna. Yes. I just want to see if we actually match
Do we make
on that.
exactly?
That would be awesome. No, actually, no. I have the bottom 2. I'm at 3 out of 5 on the damage and 6 out of 10 on the
Oh, so you
damage
jumped.
reduction.
You jumped down here.
Yep, I took out that one row,
Yeah.
and yep, I just got the bottom.
So I have these 3, and I have a lot of master. I have 7,600 valor left. So I basically have enough to do these 3. But I also don't want to jump and just do them and have no valor left to start tactical. So I want to finish. I'm just going to let them go, and I'll continue to use my arms race. And that way, when one of these is up here, I'm going to start. Like I'll start the next one. I'll start this with my next. Whenever I finish these 3. Oh, you must have did. Yo, you're on this then. You're doing tank damage too?
Yeah.
Oh, so
yeah, I'm on the bottom 2. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised you're not more than 96% then.
I actually just I just sped up for that one, so I'm 4 out of 5 on the. Actually, I met you there, and I'm at 6 out of 10.
Oh, that's why. Because you didn't do. Oh, really? You didn't do this? I mean, this is important, man. This is a damage reduction. This is what you do everything for. This is the one you want to make sure you're pushing first out of anything. You want that damage reduction. That's the pride. That's the prize in the mastery tree. So I'm going to start this one with whichever one, like this one finishes first. I'll start this. All right, actually I can't because I need to finish all 3. So I take it back. And I have to complete all 3 of these in order to make this one available, which means when one of these stops, I'll move to tactical for my first ever tactical buy. That's right, I said my first ever tactical. We will start tactical for the first time. I need 1,800 for that. So I will start tactical here. Go. But I imagine over the next probably week or so, I'll be able to tackle enough to finish my tank mastery and officially just start tactical.
It's only been September, or since February 1st.
Look at you. That's right, Mike. February 1st is when we started that. Yeah. So it takes about 5.5 months without spend. And by the way, I do spend somewhat, right? So I talked about I bought a couple trains, and I do, because of spending, they changed the bullseye event that you get valor as a gift for spending. So I did get that a couple times since they changed it. I think they changed it for the last 2 months. So in all honesty, I've probably gotten a perk from that too, which is a couple thousand probably you get, would be my guess from the spending. So maybe like 4,000. I bought a couple trains, which is worth 2,000, 3,000. I got 2 months of that, so maybe like 7,000 I got from spending. Not because I was trying to get valor, more because that's what they changed the spending, the bonus for, and then buying a couple trains for the team. But either way, it's probably like 7,000. So it's probably going to take you about 6 months. Without spending, it's going to take you 6 months to complete a mastery. Is how long it takes. Now, the tactical, we can start whenever I officially start it. I'll tell you the day I got the first item. How long do you think it's going to take to complete tactical, Mike? What's your guesstimate?
Oh God, I don't know. You need 1.3 million valor, so however long that's going to help take.
So what's your guess? What's your guess? How many months do you think?
I really can't throw a number out.
I'm gonna say over a year. Literally.
Would agree with that.
Literally over a year. I think it's gonna take us over a year to do it. How much is I wonder how much a mastery is. I wonder how much Valor a mastery is. Is it 500,000? Is it half that? No. Let's go take a look. Let's go on our partner's website. You guys all love him. You guys all think he's amazing. We do.
He's probably sick of talking to me.
Oh, who? You talk to him all the time?
Oh yeah, Cap. Yeah.
All right, so here we are on the old Captain Hedgehog website. You guys know cap/hedge.com. He's a partner of the WWC. One of two. We got 2 more requests for people who wanted to be partners, Mike, which we had to turn away. I had to turn them away. I don't do the partner thing. I'm not into the. Listen, I have the 2 partners that I find are incredibly important to the game: Coordinates List and Captain Hedgehog. I don't think necessarily, partnering with other people is necessarily helping our Discord and our people. I think it's more confusing. I think Captain Hedgehog, anything that's not discussed in our Discord, I think the main place you can go is here to get anything that you're missing. This guy has everything.
Yeah. And keeps expanding.
Yeah, it's just I'd rather drive people to see him. All right, let's look at, speaking of he has everything, what do we got? Let's see. Jesus Christ. Cap, these fucking advertisements, bro. It's unbelievable. Next time you tell me that you don't have advertisements, I'm telling you, bro, come on. You talk to me like, advertisements, really? I have it. Yeah, you fucking advertisements, bro. It's every 2 seconds. Jesus Christ. Driving me nuts.
Yeah, but that's how he gets his
Here, buy him a cup of coffee. I'll buy. How much are his advertisements? Maybe we just need to support him. I mean, Jesus. How much do I have to give me an option to give him money so I don't have to get these ads? I feel like the app where they're like, pay $4.99 and you don't get ads. I want the ad-free version of Captain Hedgehog. Make it $1.99 and I'll buy a shit ton of people in our Discord the ad-free version of Captain Hedgehog. I'll make a huge donation to him to give like a whole shit ton of people that are in the WWC free Captain Hedgehog ad-free version. I gotta talk to him about this. All right, why do I keep pressing on this and it's not coming up for his calculator? Is it build? It's what research? I keep clicking the wrong one. That's probably why. I'm a dope. Okay, aircraft mastery. I wish there was also, you know what I gotta tell him? I wish there was a setting that I can just click and fill it all up. Do you know if there's a setting, Mike? Reach levels, resources for remaining levels. Oh, right here. That's what I want, right? Get rid of that. Okay, right here. 319,000 is how much it costs for Valor. So 319,000. Now, guys, that took us, I just timed it, that took us 5 months to do. Over 5 months, by the way. Probably closer to 6 months if I wasn't spending. To get 320. No, I don't know. I didn't put the 5% discount, by the way. Resource reduction. Give me 5% off of that. So we'll get down to 303. We'll call it 303 with the 5% for those engineers out there. You know what I'm saying? High five. Okay. So now let's go see what we got for tactical. 1.43 million. Is that what my 5? Oh yeah, that's what my 5% discount is. 1.43, Mike. Where did you get? What you said it was like 1.2. 1.43.
I said it was 1.3, and that was from August of last year when Qatar finished his tactical.
Yeah.
He put out a little thing.
So it's going to take. So it took 6 months to do tactical. Let's call it. I mean, basically, if you want to even go by me, go 5. Yeah. Either way, Spectrum, it's going to be 5. You get 5%. 5% from Alliance. Oh, are you saying we get 10%? I get 10% off? Yeah. All right. Well, he says we get 10% discount. Even better. Okay. Then we get 10. Go in here. Thank you. Stay. Sit, boo boo. Sit. Good dog. 1.36. So even 1.36, right? So it took. So that's still over 4 times. So that's over 2. It's over 2 years. Just to let you know. Where do you get 15%, JR? Actually, we don't have to guess on this. Oops. %. 5% for Alliance Act, 5% for Profession, 10% total. Where are you seeing 15? Where's 15? Because it says 10. Yeah, okay. All right, so back to this. So ultimately, though, 1.36. So when you think about it, it's going to take over, based on what we just did. Realistic, by the way. I'm not even making up bullshit here. It's going to take over 2 years to do tactical if you're just collecting Valor for free to play. So now this brings you to what my strategy is, why I'm doing this, Mike. I'm not going to buy Valor because I truthfully believe they're going to come up with a way for us to get Valor faster. I do believe that. I think like everything else in the game, they're waiting for all the spenders to buy the Valor and get their tactical to 100%. And then I think they're going to come up with a way. Once they juiced all they can out of that, they're going to give people a way to get Valor. And I'm here for it. Because I'm not buying it. Because I just said it's going to take either that or they're going to make people wait over 2 years to get tactical tree. They're not going to be able to do anything else. So what are the other people going to do for Valor? Like, what are they? It's not like they can come out with more Valor tech. What are they just going to leave somebody? They're going to leave people behind for 2 years with nothing done on tactical and be like, oh, we're going to start another Valor tree? Like, that would be wild. There's no way you could, right? Yeah. So what's the point of having, you're going to have all these people complete it, just like they do other stuff, right? Like exclusive weapons, anything else that they push through. And they're going to make everybody spend all their money to get the Valor. Then it's going to cap. People aren't going to have anywhere else to spend Valor. And they're going to have people catch up somehow. So if they want to come out with a new Valor thing, they're going to have to help people complete the existing one. That's Valor. That's what I think is going to happen. Shady Pun. Shady Pun's eating it up. Yeah, he's another crazy one. He's insane. That dude's already completed T11. So pay any attention to Shady Pun. he's already got the capes on his T11s. Guy's nuts. Oh man. He's a maniac though. He's a fighter. He's certainly a fighter you want by your side, I'll tell you that much. But anyway, Mike, here we go. Using up, hitting our 2 hour mark. Anything else that you had for us tonight? Oh, I should have talked about the presets.
The only thing are if you still want to hit them, is the 4 new bases.
Oh, there are bases. Where did you put them?
In the Discord.
Did I not see them? VIP 18 in the VIP 18 thing here?
Yep.
Got it. All right. Well, let's take a look real quick. Here are the new bases that Mike is referring to. So here's our first one. An anonymous one. I'm sure you already did the translation. It looks like Arabic. Is that what that is? And think it's Arabic.
It is. Yes.
And yesterday and today. Sorry, no. Whoop. Another box, by the way. Oh, let me play that again. Between yesterday
Yep.
and
The
today.
name.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the base is Arabic for between the past and the present.
Huh. All right. Incredibly interesting. I wonder what the symbolizes. Is this a building that currently exists? Or is this future? I'm not
At
aware.
that, I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know what that specific building they're making reference to. That's why it's good to get the information. Good to another person to call on. So many. Get to them. Promise. Get to them. Take some time, but this is good. Another good story. All these stories. All right, it'll be our thing. All right, so that's. Oh, I didn't see what server they were on. Does it say what server?
No.
Oh,
for
they're
the now.
anonymous.
They're on 592.
592. Okay. For them, let's see. What do we got for this one? Another anonymous.
So if you pay attention, what's written on the side, it says, I'm not gonna Hage, maybe Hage.
Yep.
That means bald, and then it's going to change to Fusa, not Fusa. It's Fusa, and Fusa means head full of hair.
Oh. Okay. So I don't know if this is talking about playing the game, or he's actually some kind of military soldier. That's bald. This guy's okay. All right, this man Needs an egg hair transplant. I would take it. Some hair in here. Interesting one to say the least. What server is this one on?
That is on 813.
I don't know why they want. I don't understand the anonymous. I guess I don't.
Sometimes they don't even know it's set up. There's a checkbox that they get, and it's defaulted to anonymous. So they have to
gotcha.
know
Yeah.
to go in and uncheck it, and a lot of them don't.
Okay. All right. So it's not even like they're doing it. They just don't care enough to.
Some do, and some don't. Yeah.
Okay. So here's 721. What lies beneath? Heavens for string. Okay. I guess Morrison can always save us. That's what this is telling me.
And it looks like it's the same helicopters and what's in their profile picture too.
That's what I'm wondering, if maybe they're in some kind of like Air Force, or maybe they're Morrison. Maybe that's Morrison for all we know. All right, good, different. I like it. And then we have Baby Rilla, 346, Punchy Tito. Okay. I like it. Oh.
Yep. So we went back from having 11 bases at a time. We went back to 4. Just either or, 4 or 11. It's the new 6-7.
Uh-oh. Careful you say that around here. Then the comment section loses their mind. I like Baby Rilla. And it's fun. Those are the 4 bases. Back, see what I mean? Told you. He gave you a Michael. You got a Michael from him.
Oh man.
It's everywhere today. The Michael. And with the one thing we got you on, and I didn't even talk about the Discord giveaway. I should talk about that. Mike and the Coordinates List folks have been kind enough on the Coordinates List, discord.gg/Coordinates List. They actually have donated the entire month of their giveaways to the WWC. How amazing partners are these? So for this month, as you come up for the prizes and the giveaways, you have to register for the giveaway. And then you also register on our Discord, and then you win. So the first one was Adam. I know that gave the game away, right? And
yep.
This was right here. For Yoons won was it a crown? I think it was a crown. It doesn't have it up here right now anymore.
It was a lion.
Lion. There it is. So right here, you hit join, and you would be able to click. So they're going to be having more giveaways coming up for this month, and you can enter in both you can do it on Coordinates List, and you also have to be a member of the WWC. So they were supporting us as a partner, and we couldn't appreciate them more. So thank you very much. There'll be more gifts coming from all the people that donated gifts for the giveaway. Cool. Incredibly appreciative. Love
Absolutely.
it. Love it. Love them as partners. Anything else, Mike? Or did we touch? What do we got? Oh, we got Alliance. The Alliance again going on. You know this thing, Mike? The other night I showed this. Do you know we complete our Alliance thing in Alliance exercise in like 20 minutes? I'm sorry, in like whatever. By the time there's like 21 minutes left, by the time we complete it. Absurd.
That is absurd.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So I'm sure we will complete this rather quick. It won't take long for us to do. And then majority of the team gets their rewards because the majority of the team is getting the damage. It's just crazy. It's crazy to watch the damage and the Alliance. So we're already at 33 rallies right now. Actually, I should start our 34th. My fourth team. I'll start at 34th. We have 34 rallies.
Do you join rallies, or do you do just you rally once and then?
No, like I have all 4 teams right now in. So I do three joins and 1 I'll start myself for the team.
Yeah. So something we do is until the last 10 or 12 minutes, we only rally with our mains, so that all of our like Europe and Asia members who are not on, they all have auto join on.
See, we have this, Mike. In our alliance, nobody's allowed to join the last spot. You'll see in all of our spots, we always leave the last spot of a rally available for somebody to join it. So like up here,
You guys have enough control to do that?
Yeah, see like this one? See how nobody joined that one? It's just like we leave it. Usually just leave one. Oh, here we go. Watch. Here we go. Watch this. Look at all these rallies. It's just wild. It's just continuous. It takes look. It's so fucking crazy, bro. It's so crazy how fast it gets done. I didn't even get mine. Did I get mine? Oh, they're still dead. Coming back. I only have 3 in my join these 3 real quick. 1, 2, 3. Rally with my 4th not come back. Oh, my 4th rally. I forgot. I'm rallying with my 4th. That's why. Look, we're already on stage 2. So you'll see like the next rally push, and we'll probably be at 3. Won't take long. It's pretty much every time we do it around 21 minutes is usually the timing for it.
Timer is right.
Yeah, it's around 20. It's around 21 minutes. You know, like with all the activity that goes on, sometimes I lose. See how it's all one, Mike? See how the last ones are left?
Yep.
The last spots are left on all of them.
Interesting.
See? They're all left. You just don't fill the last one. All the offline people could do it. See, there's 3. And there's still 32 rallies. And then, I mean, people could sit there and endlessly go if you wanted to. For points, if they wanted to be the most up. Oh, my rally finally went. Back to 34. But it's just crazy to like when I watch like all the rallies. It's nuts. And eventually, I mean, if we'll see how after today goes with the Hero Day, but it could be maybe I'll have to put a video out watching the number 1 team in Last Word do Alliance exercise, Mike.
There we go.
Yeah. and see how quick other teams actually are able to do level 120. But it's kind of wild. It's just kind of wild that all of a sudden pure chaos. Somebody was asking today, they were like, hey, with the Glacier thing, like, does everybody get a chance? Like, how do you organize that in the hits? And they're like, organize it. What are you talking about? Organize it. Well, everybody usually gets a hit, and it's like, no, it starts.
You just fire. Yeah.
It starts, and you better be in, because otherwise it dies in 13 seconds. So you better you better just get a hit in. Like, there's no organizational like bullshit. It's just, hey, get a hit in or don't. We'll tell you what time it is. Set your alarm, be on, and just you're able to hit it or you don't. It's like there's not gonna be organization behind it. It's savage. They're just a bunch of savages. That's all it is. Just everybody's just losing their mind. Starts hitting like crazy. And we'll see. I don't know. This one might be short tonight. We might extend out to go. I don't even have in my air unit right now. I'm not even hitting with. I'm one short in my air team right now. You'll see when I throw my air squad up. I haven't fixed it because I'm short Lucius, because Lucius is in my and it's funny because I just fixed it with my preset thing. I just fixed it so I could do it, and then I immediately screwed it up again. Or I put it back to what it was. I usually put Lucius in my Doom killing squad because it's just faster to I can kill like a 270, 280 with ease with Lucius in there. So I leave him in my for Doom kills. But this is just about. I think we're gonna hit around the mark again. We're right on the border. Look, 21:45. We're right on the cusp again. I told you. Usually almost 21 minutes. The dot happens. We'll see if I'm dead on, Mike. Stage 4, 30 seconds. Ooh.
I was waiting for that too.
not quite. Wasn't strong enough, Mike. Couldn't quite get there on the last one. 13. He's like, one more rally. Oh, we're gonna go under 21. Yep. Boom. Missed the mark, Mike. Disappointing. I'm telling you, it's like one rally. I really think it's like one rally short too. I think the first rally you'll get it. There it was. You can blame me. You can blame me for not putting my air unit to full. Oh, no, almost. That was my second. That was my one right there. That was my missile. No, it's taken. There it is. Stage 5. We missed it. 30 seconds. 35 seconds we missed it. Have to do better next time.
Hey, sometimes lasting longer is not a bad thing.
Oh, okay, Mike. And with that. All right, so we didn't get to talk about presets. I did want to talk about presets, but I don't know. Mike, did you use your presets yet? Did you do them? Your lineup presets?
No, I have not.
Yeah, you can set them. See? I started setting them already. World boss lineups. Tank red gear, main missile, my main air, my main tank, my doom killing one. I was just telling you, like, you saw right now my air squad is short Lucius. So all I really had to do was just go into my lineup preset and then click on that, and then poof, Lucius goes. Lucius goes back. Is that
new as of tonight?
Yeah. It went this afternoon or yesterday. Last night it happened at like my time. It was around midnight. So we did. I did lineup presets. I organized them that way. So when I want to do when I want to kill dooms, I have Lucius in here. So I set my doom killing one. so that I have Lucius in here. And so you'll see here, like my team, see how Fiona's here? I want to turn Fiona into Lucius.
Oh,
So rather than go in and necessarily make the switch, I can just hit my Doom killing, and then boom, Lucius goes into from my air to my missile. And then when I want to put both teams back, so I want to put Lucius back here, and I want to get my missile team back to full, I just hit it again, my lineup preset, and I can do like my main air and preset it back. Oops. Oh shit, I moved it over here. Hold on. You have to click on the actual one. So let me put my main, I want my main missile here, and I want my main air to be here. So, boom.
yeah.
There
So
it is.
to answer Andrew and the thing, I don't have that because that feature is only up to server 420.
Oh, that's right. They were only limiting it out. That's bad. I don't know why. Maybe just to get any errors that are out there before they release it. Where I don't see why they wouldn't do it for more people, but and you could do a lot with the preset, by the way. You can do, here's like the gear in this preset lineup that I have, and it'll show you kind of who's in it, your squads and stuff here for your current lineup. It gives you a nice look at your gear for each lineup. But you just have to click on the team that you want to use and then click on the preset you want to change that team to. So, for example, I did, just an example of it. So my main teams have all, when I'm fighting, one of my biggest problems that I have when I'm fighting is gear, right? All of you are going to have the same problem probably for gear. And so I have missile, I have all red on my missile. Necessarily you have that problem, but I'm saying you can switch your gear fast. So I have all red here, and I have just about all red on my air. My problem is when I fight with tank and I'm out there in the battlefield, it's very difficult for me to ever switch to tank, because in order to switch to tank, I would have to switch all my gear to tank. So what I did is I made one tank lineup with all my red gear on it. So if I ever want to use tank, I have this team here called Tank Red Gear, and it put the Overlord on it, and I put all red gear. So if I apply this, if you come into tank and I apply that preset to it, now this team will have all red gear on it. See? All my tank now has red gear. So I went to 89 million with a tank with my gorilla over here as well. So now this is the team that I would use to fight with. And then if I was like, oh crap, I want to go back to how I was, I could easily just go back here to that same spot, and I made a main tank, and I applied preset, and now all my gear is back to how it was before. And all my gear on my other teams, oh, I didn't have to close out of that. You got your things right here. All my other teams are going to be back to how they look here. Oh, I must say I got to fix this. I don't have all my reds on D.Va when I saved my preset. I just have to resave it for my air. But anyway, that's just a quick way to set your presets, make sure they all look right the way you want. It's going to make it's going to make for faster switching when you want to fight, especially with your gear lineup. So it allows you, if you have a second team out there, a second squad, you can put all your gears on there, and then you can switch to that squad real quick in a fight. Your world boss lineup, so you don't have to manually switch to the gear anymore. You can just set it up one time, do a one-time setup for all your gear on one team, save it, world boss air, come back, do it for your tank, whatever tank team, your missile team, do that for, save that for that setting, and then you have them all stored up here. I don't know how many you can actually store. I didn't try it. I know so far I've only spent like a little bit of time doing these handful here, but clearly already I have 2, 4, 5, 6 I was able to do. So a lot of fun. So hopefully you're able to get that, Mike, because it's fun to experiment with and save you a lot of time in switching gear around.
Oh yeah. Another thing off the checklist though.
Yes, and I do have to update that. So one thing, I'm going to be on a plane. So coming up, I'm traveling for work. So this actually will be might be our last stream, unless I haven't figured out how to do the phone. I don't know if I can do it on the phone. I might do it on the road. On my laptop, I might do a live. But this might be the last stream that we talk until next Thursday, maybe? I don't even think I'm going to be here for Wednesday, Mike. I'm going to be on a plane coming back. So I don't even think I could do next Wednesdays because I won't be in until like midnight, I think, on Wednesday into Arizona. So we might have to skip, sir, or pick it up on Thursday. One or the other. We'll talk. We'll chat.
We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Good enough. Mike, anything to leave the people with?
No, just get in the mud and kill some troops.
Wow. There it is. Spoken like a sage. Love it. Hey, guys, you could have been anywhere on Hero Day, and on Wednesday, you chose to be with us, and for that, truly appreciate you. For Mike the Sage, it's QB18. Out.